When you have a chance to practice for long periods, you can improve and work on areas you need to. And I do think certainly individual guys sparked us, but it was nice to have Mike Scott back, making a big play for us when we needed it. But I do think the practice let us work on some things that we desperately needed to work on. So I was thankful for the break. Maybe it's a little longer than I'm used to, but we did make the most of it. And just happy and proud of our guys because they battled. That was an effort win, and I've been waiting to see something like that. Yeah, Millsap, in the first half, we couldn't handle him, and he kind of made it look easy, and I thought we made it harder for him. I don't know, how many did he have in the first half? He had so we held him to 10 in the second half, but he had to work for it. And I thought our defense really rallied in the second half. We were much better. We took care of the ball a little better. I think we limited him a little bit more on the glass, but it was a tougher unit to play against. And Jontel sparked it with his play on the ball. When you can have a guy who can heat up the ball to initiate your defense, that makes a difference. But everybody was on the same page, and we knew we had to win it with our defense. And then guys made some plays down the stretch, which you have to have. He works on his shot, and he's when he has room and rhythm, and certainly the shot clock going down, we say that's a green light shot. I even got on Calvin, one of them. He hesitated when he had the look, but was it Sylvan who made the pass and kick, or did someone draw and kick to Jontel? Someone drew everybody and kicked it to Jontel. Mustafa, yeah, great recognition, and that was a big lift, certainly. And what were we? Yeah, 6 of 13. I'll take that from 3, but that was he ignited us with a couple of his steals on the ball, and certainly got after it. We had to play well to be in it, and didn't play perfect by any means early. They got more baskets at the rim, in the paint, offensive rebounds, but we toughened up as the game wore on, and it was definitely a team effort. That's what I liked about it. Again, I thought Sylvan did a nice job, finding people. Mike Scott helped us. Jerome, I can go down the list and see, Corey mentioned the other guys, Jontel, Mustafa, but it was a complete team effort, and I like it that I think we won it with our defense in the second half. I'll have to watch the tape, but that always makes me happy. Yeah, you can't be a guy that, if your first shot doesn't go in, you're a mess. That doesn't work at this level. We challenged him in the second half, and we said, hey, look, our 4 guys are going to play the system. You go out and you have freedom to try to make, I'm not going to say it was a boxing one or a packing one, but it was like you try to make it hard for him to get touches. And other guys will adhere to the rules. You got to take him out of the game. And I thought he made him work. And he's quick laterally, as is Jontel. And, you just have to make guys make tough shots all game because it was too easy for him in the first half. He's talented. Heck of a pass. I think we were trying to, run a little clock, just get the ball. We got a little hectic, and we said, all right, let's slow it down a little bit, and then just either run a flat ball screen or let Sylvan just go 1-4 low and make a play, and made a terrific play. Really did. He made a couple of those. Like I said, when Sylvan, that completeness, that's so attractive when you see him driving and dropping, and then, he got going with, some of his baskets because they really tag him hard, and to recognize that and see that, huge basket for us. And, again, Mike obviously came up with it. I think you or I might have been able to make that basket, but he was in the right place at the right time, and Mike made a heck of a post move when we needed something too. I think the crowd got into it. They called a foul, and I was a little excited about that. And I told our guys, just battle and use that energy to play position defense. And maybe he fouled. I don't know if Will came across, but they made him earn. And then again, I don't want to say, but Jontel's energy on the ball, heating it up. I can't tell you, playing in this system, when you have a guy that can just really light up the ball, what that does for the guys behind him and makes them set their defense out there a little further. So that initiates it, and then the other guys were really, digging in and playing. And that's what it'll take, of course, against the teams we'll play. Not full strength, you could see that, but I'm sure he'll feel it tomorrow. How many minutes? He had 23 minutes. He only really had 3 practices, but he had 7 rebounds, a big post move. A couple times he got beat down the floor. I think he's got a little rust on him, but he's a threat. I think we're a bit of a different team when you have him from an inside-outside attack, and he has a nice feel. I'm looking forward to seeing him getting stronger and stronger because there's some things we're doing offensively that I think will really benefit him. It's good. I think it for our guys, I told them The way I'm trying to do it with them, I'm not letting them take shortcuts. I'm demanding certain things defensively. We get after them. We try to hold them accountable for staying in a stance, guarding hard, blocking out. Offensively, we're asking them to make the extra pass and be really team-oriented. And it's not an easy way, but it's something that when it's played well stands up against good competition. And the longer we're together, the longer we'll keep working. I think we'll improve on it. And so I respect the fact that they're continuing to work at it, but it's something that just because we had a win over a top 25 team doesn't mean, oh yeah, we're set. We got to come back and grind it out in practice and continue to work. But it validates it a little bit, and it gives them some hope. And these kids haven't had too many of those, so I was very thankful for that. And, again, proud to see them hang tough. Almost had one at Auburn. Didn't happen that way, but this was well needed. Millsap was a good matchup because Moo did a good job, as we talked about earlier, of making it hard for him to score. And we were probably matching up a little more with them, quite honestly. And then, but offensively, it gave us a little more ball handling, a little more action off the dribble for penetration. But it was a little more defensive oriented. And then we'd switch back and forth. But all hands on deck, and different guys at different times helped in that game. Either we've won big or haven't. Very important. The Auburn one, I still, that bothers me because I feel like had a chance there. But that is important against a team that was very potent. If you look in the second half, we held them to 39%. They were 11 of 28, and obviously 2 of 14 from 3. But that's important because we didn't cough it up down the stretch. There wasn't anything we did that was like, oh no. There was maybe a turnover at the 4-minute mark. Sammy had one, but they were pretty steady. And the only way you have success is to get yourself in those spots and do well in it, and then you put it in the memory bank, and hopefully we can draw on that. But I think it was important, Doug, to kind of hold off a team's comeback or get a lead, then hold it off and not falter down the stretch. Well, we got some great open looks. But again, like I said, Sylvan was drawing. They were coming, kicking. We work hard on paint touches, make the extra pass. I mean, that's big. And we shoot a lot. We work hard on our shots. The guys work on their shots. And you have to be, as we say, a green light shooter. I mean, when the shot's there, you take it in rhythm and don't doubt it. And I thought guys didn't hesitate. I mentioned Calvin did, I think, his last 3. He had it. I said, let it go. But yeah, that's a great equalizer for us. And, Moo, he hit 2. That one he missed was, I guess if you're going to miss, make it a good miss, because we had a nice little out-of-bounds play, and he got open, and he had banged a couple, and I said, oh, it's perfect. And I was wide left, I guess, a little bit. But those guys, when they're in rhythm and good shots, absolutely take them. It's when they're contested or the ball hasn't touched the paint. That's where we say that's not the shot we want. The 4-point play. That was huge. I know Sammy was frustrated after a couple things were uncharacteristic, and you look at his turnovers, and he'll bounce back from that. But he had a huge momentum shot for us, and that's part of learning.